I want to start this off by saying if you do not have 3 vaccines and you are not someone who's immunocompromised and you can't, for whatever reason, take the vaccine, which is fine. If you are eligible and able and physically able to take the vaccine and you do not have 3 vaccines, I think you are a scumbag. I think you are a loser, and I hope the worst for you. I think you're garbage. But with that being said, I want to talk about the government and I want to talk about the CDC. Stay the fuck home. Honestly, I'm not even going to lie to you right now, right? I think at this point we're fucked. We're fucked. But I want to talk about this. So, 2 days ago, the White House released this graphic on their page. The White House released this graphic. I want you to fucking watch what's going on here. Get your booster shot, Courtney. I don't know what to tell you. Unless you got the Johnson & Johnson thing, because I know that was 1 shot. That's, whatever. But get a goddamn booster, motherfucker. So I want you to read this, okay? Omicron cases are on the rise, but it's clear that vaccines and boosters are making a difference. Vaccines and boosters help prevent severe illness and death. If you haven't already, go get your booster. And they post this. Now, first of all, the bottom is 2.1 thousand deaths per day. Now, again, I'm going to be honest with you. And this is called cognitive dissonance. If someone who is unvaccinated because they're a dumb fuck moron, vaccine skeptic, dies of COVID, I don't care. In fact, it's probably a good thing. I'm just being honest with you. That being said, the government letting them kill themselves is one thing. The government letting them kill themselves and then spreading the virus to people who don't deserve to die is another. And that's my problem with the Joe Biden administration. At this point, I'm going to be honest, it is safe to say that Joe Biden is doing the worst possible thing imaginable when it comes to COVID-19. Trump, honestly, fucked us up bad by not containing this shit in the first place. We know that. But let's be honest, folks, right now. If Trump were president, we'd probably be in a lot worse position overall, for sure. But let's talk just singularly about the COVID response. Talk singularly about the COVID response. Think to yourself, what is going on at the CDC? What is going on at the White House? This is genocide. What we are experiencing in this country is genocide. We are living through a genocide right now. Anyone who thinks that it's anything less than that is a fucking moron. They're a fucking idiot. Honestly, this is a global genocide, because think about vaccine apartheid and how the global south cannot get access. They can't even start manufacturing vaccines until 2023 because the fucking patents on these fucking vaccine companies aren't just fucking public domain. They're fucking stealing the fucking information and forcing them to reverse engineer the vaccine. So we're seeing a global genocide, a completely preventable problem that they are letting skyrocket out of control because they want to murder people for fun. The most prolific serial killers in the entire world's history are the global leaders right now. The owners of this earth, the owners of this planet are the most prolific serial killers of all time. So I want to talk to you real quick about a real graph. So let me bring up the Worldometer bullshit. You know Worldometer. We all know Worldometer. God bless Worldometer, right? So I want to talk about this. So look at this. This is the Worldometer page. I'm going to try to zoom in a little bit. Whoa, what the fuck? All right. So now remember when Joe Biden was elected, before he was inaugurated, right? Remember, we were bracing for a dark winter. Remember this? In November? In December, we were bracing for a dark winter. Does anyone remember that? Joe Biden was like, as soon as we get into office, we'll fix everything, but We're not going to get there until January 20th. We're going through a dark winter. I want to let everyone realize what we're going through right now. Right? Okay, we are now at this point like around double what we were during the dark winter. Think about this. Why was there a spike? Why was there a fucking spike during this dark winter? Because Americans are fucking stupid. Americans are shit for brains morons. And they went to go to their family Thanksgiving. Look at this. The week of Thanksgiving. Oh, and then boom. Look at that big sky. And then wait, let's go to the week of Christmas. The week of Christmas. Boom. Another big sky. Americans are so brain dead. They go out and shop for Christmas. Instead of making something at home, making a nice drawing or a card or like coming up with a song or just, texting your loved ones and saying, it sucks right now, but whatever. They go out and they shop. And they get a fucking virus and then they pass it on to the rest of their family for Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's parties. There's a New Year party planned in town for me right now. I'm not going, but there's going to be people gathering downtown to celebrate the new year. Americans are fucking stupid. Holidays are made up. There is no such thing as Thanksgiving. There is no such thing as Christmas. You don't have to go shopping because it's Christmas. It's made up. It's fucking made up. You don't have to go see the family because it's Thanksgiving. All of it is manufactured and made up. The fact that Americans are so fucking dumb that they will still go out and celebrate these holidays is fucking mind-boggling. So again, this is what happened during the dark winter. Remember the dark winter, folks? Remember the fucking dark winter? Well, now look at this fucking shit. Look at this fucking shit. Look at this kind of fucking shit. Here's the survey in the chat. Now again, I want to ask you, what the fuck is going on with this chart? Now, first of all, look at these cases. They start at 100 fucking like 69K. They start. And they're rising up to like what? What is this? Look at this. And then, now again, this graphic was released on December 29th. Look at the date of this tweet. December 29th at 8 p.m. And they stopped the graphic on December 27th. So what happened on December 28th? So, okay, let's look at this. So December 27th, all right. What happened on December 28th? I'm going to, it's really hard to get these. On December 28th, December 29th anyway, it skyrocketed up to about 400,000. Now again, that graphic was posted on the 29th, the end of the day on the 29th, right? They conveniently stopped it before the giant fucking spike. Very convenient, right? Very convenient that they there's it doubles in a day. Let's just leave that part out. Let's leave that part out. Now, for those of you that don't know how the COVID deaths work, is they are a lagging indicator. People don't get COVID and die instantly. They go to the hospital for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then die, right? So, now, let's look at our deaths, right? Look at the daily deaths here. Now, again, these are lagging indicators, right? These are lagging, which means in 3 weeks from now, let's assume, right, the cases doubled over the last weekend, or last week, or whatever, right? The cases doubled, right? That means we can reasonably expect the deaths to double. Now, again, a lot of the cases are with people that are vaccinated and they're probably not going to end up dying. That being fucking said, the idea that the White House is just going to say, oh, let's just put the same date. Yes, there were this many cases on December 26th and this many deaths. That's irrelevant. Those are not one-to-one. Again, people do not get COVID and die instantly. What happens is they go to the hospital for a few weeks and then they die? And then they die? So the idea that they're juxtaposing this, This is not believing the science. This is Trump tier propaganda, genocide denial, cover up. This is the purposeful and premeditated murder of American civilians. That's what this is. Now again, the death rate is going up, right? Like, it's going up. That's where it trails off, right? It's clear that vaccines and boosters are making a difference. What? What? Now again, I was sick last week. Some people tell me I might have had COVID. I don't know. I didn't take a test. I wanted to take a test. I looked up how to take a test in North Carolina for free because I'm not spending money on a test out of principle. Right? I'm not doing that. I refuse. I'm sorry. I'd rather spend money on weed. That being said, I've had lingering symptoms the entire week. So my illness for the most part cleared on Saturday last week, but I have had lingering effects. I'm still a little congested and it's a little annoying, to be honest with you, because I have mucus just everywhere in my throat still. I don't know if it was COVID, so I went to go try to take a test, and I need to upload fucking state IDs. I need to register with the government to get a test, and then I need to do this and fill out this form, and then the test will arrive in 3 days. I'm not doing that. The test arriving in 3 days was useless. I was already, quote, recovering. And that's where we're going to go into our next thing. So here we have a tweet here that I saw last night. Look at this. So CDC made it worse. The CDC gov is so out of whack right now. CDC director quietly, without any notice, revised the unscientific 5-day isolation press release from just asymptomatic to or symptoms are resolving. The reason why I stopped talking is because I have nothing to say. Look at this. Look at this. On December 20, remember when we all talked about this? Remember how they shortened it from 10 to 5 and then Dr. Fauci did this whole media tour? Oh, 5 days. We got to get people back to work. Go back to the office. Go back to work. Go back to work. Right? Remember this? This was last month. The New York governor. Offices are still too empty and too many workers are at home. That is an impact on our economy and ripples across the entire city. I'm putting a stake in the ground. It's time to get back to the office. Great job, bitch! This is the fucking governor of New York, by the way. I didn't have that open. Great fucking job, you stupid fucking murderous scumbag. So again, Dr. Fauci did this whole media tour. 5 days. Gotta get back to work. Go to work. You know that episode of SpongeBob? Where they fucking where SpongeBob brings out the list and it's like, go to work. That's Dr. Fauci on TV. But then, 2 days later, again, I didn't know about this until last night. They changed all of their images that they post, right, and their guidelines online to if they are asymptomatic or their symptoms are resolving without fever for 24 hours. Resolving? Oh, fuck. Folks, I said this during my climate change part of the show, but it's over. The American experiment is over. It's done. This is, in my opinion, the precursor for societal collapse. The government, the CDC, the Centers for Disease Control, they're doing this. Look at this. You are still sick. Go to work. Take 5 days. You're probably going to recover a little bit. Go to work. Now, I want to let everyone know something. Right? When you are sick, It's not like, it's just like, you know, you're sick and your body is going to fight the disease and it's going to run its course and it's going to take a fixed amount of time. That's not how being sick works. You want to know why when you're sick people tell you to rest? Because when you rest, your body fights the virus better and more efficiently and you recover more quickly. If you are still sick and you are driving a car with a disease that causes neurological issues and brain fog, and you're driving a car, and you're going to work, and you're standing on your feet all day and talking to customers because you gotta go work at Wendy's, and the stupid, dumb fuck, sugar-addicted moron motherfuckers in America need to have their Wendy's. We gotta go to Burger King and McDonald's and Wendy's and get our food, quote-unquote. So you gotta go to your stupid, dumb fuck job to do nothing, and your body is going to be having a hard time combating this virus. Or symptoms are resolving, or are they resolving? What the fuck does that mean, they're resolving, motherfucker? This is the CDC. This isn't Donald Trump Jr. going on a little Facebook Live rant. This is the United States of America's federal governmental apparatus known as the Centers for Disease Control. This is not scientific. The change from 10 to 5 days, if asymptomatic, that was dumb. But at least they said, if asymptomatic. This, again, this is premeditated murder. This is genocide. The CDC director needs to go to prison for the rest of their lives. Those in charge of these decisions need to go to prison for the rest of their lives. Joe Biden needs to go to prison for the rest of his life. Obviously, yes, Donald Trump and his administration should be held accountable for a myriad of reasons as well, including the pandemic response. But Kamala Harris should go to prison for the rest of her life. The Secretary of Education that was on TV telling kids to go to school, gotta go to school, gotta go to school. Everyone want to go to school on January 2nd? We're gonna go to school. Yeah, that's right. We're gonna send kids to school. Fuck yeah. Go to fucking jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect your government fucking tax dollar funded paycheck. Go the fuck to jail. Rot in prison. And hey, you know what's going on in these prisons and jails? COVID is running rampant because we're cramming a bunch of people like sardines into small areas. So maybe when you go to fucking prison, you'll get COVID. And that's going to be great because you deserve it. Fuck you. That's my opinion on the CDC. That's my opinion on the Biden administration. They're all criminals. Not only should they be impeached, they should be convicted. They should be sent to prison. Their families should be sent to prison. Their donors should be sent to prison. All the CEOs that fucking funded this shit should be sent to prison. If you've ever donated to any of these motherfuckers, right, and you're a CEO, go the fuck to jail. If you're ever on a call log and you're a fucking CEO, go the fuck to jail. All of these motherfuckers have created an environment where Americans, innocent Americans, are dying. I don't give a fuck if a Trump-supporting anti-vaxxer dies. I don't care. Fuck them. I hope they fucking suffer. But you know what else I care about, though? Is that all the people that they're going to infect when they go to the grocery store. All the people that they're going to infect when they run around town like a fucking lunatic, spreading their fucking viral load on other people. That's who I care about. The innocent motherfuckers who did everything right and are now paying the fucking consequences. Those are the people I care about. And the government is allowing all this to happen. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Or their symptoms are resolving. Now, I want to read this part of this as well. Follow that by 5 days of wearing a mask when around others to minimize the risk of infecting people they encounter. Follow that by 5 days of wearing a mask. That's the CDC. Yeah, only wear the mask for 5 days after your symptoms start to resolve. Everyone in this country should have been given masks for free, and they should have new ones every day, and they should be N95s. They exist. The Defense Production Act should be used to mass manufacture and deliver them. Everyone should have N95s. Cloth masks aren't cutting it. Surgical masks aren't cutting it because they don't have a seal. You need a fucking N95. That's it. Where do you get them? Oh, you have to buy them with money, and they're really fucking expensive. Oh, and there's also mask shortages. Oh, and also the CDC is saying you only need to wear it for 5 days. What? What? No, everyone needs to wear a mask all the time. If you are in a building with another person and you don't have an N95 on, you should be in jail. If I go to the grocery store and I don't have clothes on and I'm fucking running around with my titties hanging out, guess what happens? I go to jail. Why should it be any different for masks? Now, again, I think that should be free. They should be you should get 10 N95 masks every day from the USPS. You should have so many N95s. You know, like that episode of SpongeBob? I think I've mentioned SpongeBob many times on this show so far. But you know that episode of SpongeBob where they've got the baby and then SpongeBob like rips off the wallpaper and there's dirty diapers, and then he like opens up the couch and there's dirty diapers? That's what we should be doing in our households with N95 masks. We should have more than we know what the fuck to do with. We should be able to build sculptures out of N95 masks because we have so many left over. But instead, there's a mask shortage because this government doesn't give a fuck about you, and they don't even recommend that you wear masks at all times. The CDC says if you get COVID, stay at home for 5 days, maybe. Then, if you're still sick, go back to work and wear a mask for only 5 more days. What? 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 Folks, it's over. I don't know what else to tell you. It's over. It's done. Goodbye, USA. It's fucking over. Americans are fucking stupid. And you know what you know what's going to happen in the midterms? I guarantee you what's going to happen in the midterms if the Biden administration stays on this course. Is people are either not going to vote because they have no one to vote for, or they're going to vote against the Democrats as if that's going to fix anything. There's going to be gridlock. Republicans will win in 2024. And if we even make it to 2024. And then, you think there's going to be a fucking pandemic or something? Imagine Build Back Better, but from fucking fascists. Imagine what fascists would think about, quote, building back. It's over. I don't know what to tell you. It's over. It's done. The world is done. Now, let's imagine this. We fight like hell to get Democrats elected, to get more senators from the Democratic Party. And then let's assume, because that 100% of our information that we're working with leads to this conclusion, that the Democrats do in 2023 what they did in 2021. Like, our answer to this cannot just be, we gotta fucking win the midterms. That can't just be the only answer. We need to spend 2021 or 2022 waking the fuck out of our fellow citizen. Everyone in your family should be watching my stream right now and donating and subscribing to my Patreon. Or you should tell them what I'm telling you. We are fucked unless we do something. We are fucked. The government said, fuck you, bitch. Go to work. You're on your own. Die. That's what the CDC said. The CDC has said, go fuck yourself. Die. Work until you bleed and die. That's what the fucking CDC says. We're on our own, folks. But you know what about being on our own? Like, the government's not going to help us. They're not. They're not even lying to us about trying to help us. They don't give a fuck. If this, what we are going through right now, cannot radicalize people in your life to want to do fucking something, if this cannot radicalize people in your lives, then we're fucked. There's no chance. There's no hope in hell. And that's why I say we have to try. Tell everyone you know what the fuck's going on. Look at this shit. Maybe send them what I'm saying and see if that has any effect on them. Right? Say, are we going to do anything about this? Like, we got to work together, share our resources, help each other, because the government's not. If this cannot radicalize someone into wanting a better world, then that person, honestly, is a useless piece of garbage. They're useless pieces of garbage. Republicans are drones and useless dumb fuck morons. Liberal and Democrat superfans that think that Biden's controlling anything, dumb motherfuckers. They're all useless. And the sooner they die, the higher the net IQ of this country becomes, and the less people there will be to jump in the way of anyone actually trying to stand up to the owners of this country, the CEOs, the fucking donors, and the big fucking politicians. Think about that, folks. We have 40% of this country that doesn't want the vaccine. The sooner they die, the better. I hope they suffer. I hope they cry. And I hope that they regret everything on their deathbed the moment before their fucking life leaves their fucking body. Fuck them. If I'm on my own, so are you, bitch. Go fuck yourself. I hope you die at home so that if someone else breaks their leg or has a heart attack, maybe they have a chance of surviving because they don't deserve to die because of your stupid fuck ass taking up a hospital bed. Die at home, cry about it, post a Facebook Live so we can all laugh at you, and then celebrate every year for the rest of our lives the holiday that we find ourselves enjoy. Remember when this stupid fuckface Republican fucking loser died because they spent their whole fucking life thinking vaccines were going to kill them? You know all these conservative talk radio show hosts that died? I love it. More need to die? Fuck off.